Everybody, this is Jeff Veale, the business guru, not coming to you from downtown Manila today. I'm across in a neighbouring area. I'm across in Malaysia. It's 5:30 in the morning and it's as hot as hell. So it's only going to get hotter. But speaking of hot, I've got a very hot woman on the phone or on the podcast today. Her name is Wendy Lyon. So we've got the Lion on the line here, the financial Lion, and she's a very, very interesting woman. She's in the financial freedom for the masses. That's her industry. And years in the industry, more than 2 decades. So she probably knows a bit about finance, guys. So speaking of finance, you don't even buy a cup of coffee, guys. It's totally free. Get on a call to this lady and talk finance, talk life, and find out what she may be able to do for you. She's a very, very interesting woman, and she's got a very good track record. So reach out and have a chat. Cost you nothing, right? She's known as the multi-millionaire maker. Key achievements or projects: I've grown $10,000 into over $1 billion twice. Personal motto or philosophy: I like this one. Life doesn't come with a remote control. If it did have flat batteries, you have to get up and change it yourself, right, guys? And you've got to change the batteries, guys. Make things happen, right? Get out there and do shit. Like this woman, she just come back from a motorbike ride around the place. And now she's also bungee jumped out of a hot air balloon. Who's done that one, guys? You know, so make sure you secure that rope. So this is a very interesting woman. Welcome to the stage, Wendy Lyon. How are you, Wendy?
I'm doing awesome, Jeff. I'm so glad to be here with you.
Love it. Let's get the show underway. Tell us about your journey and what inspired you to pursue your current career path all those years ago. Where did it all start?
Well, it started with the death of my first husband, who actually died on a motorcycle when he was only 24.
Wow.
And we had 2 little girls, 1 and 3, a whopping $20,000 of life insurance. So how long do you think that lasted?
Yeah, a week.
And so I've learned the hard way so other people don't have to. So yep. You can take all the shortcuts because I took all the wrong turns. I learned everything the hard way, but I learned, right? So yep. If you have those life experiences and you apply them, then it becomes wisdom. And trust and believe, I've got a lot of wisdom underneath my wings, let me tell you.
Yeah. What's been the most challenging aspect of your work, Wendy, and how have you overcome that?
You know, I think the most challenging thing is when I lay out someone's financial freedom on a beautiful gold platter, a future that people would give their eye teeth for, and turn them into multimillionaires very simply, very easily. It's pain-free, and they're not going, well, where do I sign? So I have to work with them and go, okay, do you think millionaires are bad? Do you think if you have all this wealth that people are going to call you up and want your money? Do you think you're going to be, tackled with taxes? What is the block? What's the mindset? What's the limiting belief? What's the self-sabotage that we have to work through so that you know that you are worthy of it, you do deserve it, and think of all the good you could do in the world with all that money.
Absolutely.
Even if you don't need it for yourself, give it away to somebody else. There's plenty of hungry, starving people around the world that could use
that's
that.
right.
So yeah,
it's a tool, isn't it? It's a tool to be used. You use it for good or bad. You have a choice. It's a tool. Tell us about an important moment in your career that pretty much changed your direction. Apart from the death of your husband, what happened to you later in life that changed your direction?
Well, I met my current husband, who I call my prince after all the frogs I had to kiss because I was single for a long time. And let me tell you, y'all don't wear signs. And we actually met in traffic, believe it or not.
Wow.
And I had red hair at the time, and he had a long blonde ponytail, and he was on a motorcycle. Do you see him there with motorcycles? But so he just said, "Do you want to pull over and talk for a minute?" And I said, "Okay." And that's something I don't know if I'll ever see this woman ever again on the planet. So I better say something now. So thank God he did. So we will be celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary.
Congratulations. What a great story.
So everything does work out in the end. If it hasn't worked out yet, it's not the end.
Yeah, it's your attitude reflects your altitude, right? In your opinion, what are the key qualities and skills that have helped contribute to your success along the way? What's been the secret there? What's been the key skills that helped you?
Oh my goodness. Well, you know, in my industry, only 1 in 4 make it the first year and only 1 in 10 make it 10 years. And I've been doing it for 2 decades. So let me tell you, perseverance, tenacity, authenticity, transparency, resilience, and a lot of public speaking.
Yeah, you got it in spades. You've done very well. Tell me, Wendy,
right? Well, how are people going to get to know, like, and trust you if they never see you?
Yeah, important. Well, it comes across.
Pardon me?
Yeah, you come across very well. How do you stay motivated, Wendy, and continue to innovate in your field? As you obviously got to keep on top of things. How do you do that?
Well, you know what? I'm on a mission to help millions of people get out of debt and take all of that money that you're paying on your debt and create true wealth and financial freedom. And that's what keeps me going, because I haven't reached millions yet, and that's my goal. Yeah. I have the tools, so I want to share them and help as many people as I possibly can. So that's what keeps me going.
Well, there's a lot of truth in the word. Knowledge is power, right? And you've got to use that knowledge, and otherwise you're wasting it, isn't it?
Yes.
Tell us about a recent project or achievement amongst many that you're particularly proud of, Wendy.
Well, you know what? I'm very proud of a partner of mine and I, a good friend, asked me one day, he works with a lot of nonprofits, and he said, Wendy, I'd like to do a series on nonprofits and just highlight the work they do to increase their reach and their impact and hopefully their fundraising. And the only person I could think of is you. So I was like, okay, I have, 94 hours in my day, so why not? So we just wrapped it up. It's called The Ripple Effects. And so we highlight 6 nonprofits they provide clean drinking water throughout the world. They feed the hungry all over the world. Wow. Sex trafficking, of course, is a huge passion of mine since 2006. An organization that they have a 90 to 95% rate in getting vets interviews and getting their skills transferable. There's 150,000 families, veteran families in America that can't put food on their table. That's disgusting. That's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Yeah. And then another woman who delivers meals to cancer people that have cancer. And so she creates a whole, she cooks all this amazing food that's specifically designed for people that have cancer. And she brings that to their home. So we're hoping that some of these nonprofits are big, but some of them are small. And we're hoping that through this series that they'll be replicated all over the country and all over the world. Yeah, so I'm very, very proud of that. It's been awesome.
You're a wonderful woman. I mean, we take for granted we can go to a tap and get a glass of water. We take so many different things for granted, don't we?
Yes, we do. When I was interviewing the gentleman about the clean water, because a human dies of a waterborne disease or sickness every 20 seconds.
Wow.
Who knew that? A child is trafficked for sex every 30 seconds. I mean, these nonprofits are really helping where it's most needed. But he told me about a woman who had never had a shower or used a toilet, and she was 63 years old.
Wow.
So not to say that she never bathed, but she probably bathed in a river where, animals bathe and there's feces and God only knows what. And we take so much for granted that we, open a faucet and water comes out. We flip a switch and a light comes on. We're so blessed that to not be grateful. You know what I mean? There's always something to be grateful for. Always something.
Absolutely. I mean, I was 14, guys, very quickly. I was 14 and I came home. I walked around the corner in the drizzling rain and foggy night, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I walked around the corner and my house was missing. Honest to God, my house was gone. Yeah, exactly, Wendy, exactly. What? And guess what, guys? Because my mother had told me a few months earlier, if you don't like it here, get out. And I got out and I lived with about 20 of my sporting friends until their parents told me to piss off and go home. And then I had nowhere else to go. So I found a skip bin, a dumpster behind a shopping centre, a brand new one, never been used. So here I was every night crawling into my skip bin like a little submarine. I thought it was awesome at the time. And then they must have woke up. The skip bin wasn't being used. So someone had come during the daytime and taken it away. So there I was. But what did I do?
Oh.
I walked down the end of the road to a main road. I didn't know left or right. I'm left-handed, so I went left. I walked for about 3 or 4 miles. I came across a car yard. And my little brain said, oh, I wonder if one of these car doors might be open. So sure enough, about the 7th car, the door opened like a miracle. And I got into this car and I was laying on leather seats thinking, shit, this is like the bloody Hilton. It was an upgrade.
Right.
And the rest is history, guys.
And I can roll down the window and get some air conditioning.
Yeah, that's it. So every man and woman's got a story. I don't care if you're born with a silver spoon. Everyone's got a story of ups and downs, right? And guys, remember, you got to have rain to see the rainbow. So when you're at your lowest point, just think, well, this is good. It's all up from here. And it is. Life's like that. It goes in cycles, right? Wendy, tell us.
Well, you can certainly know. We were talking before the show some of the things that you've been through. So
we just keep putting one foot.
Walking testimony to that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell people too, and I mean this from the heart. The only person you can rely on is yourself. Never forget that, guys. You can always rely on yourself. So get out there and make it happen. No one's going to make it happen for you. You got to make a decision and make things happen.
Right.
That's why there's people like Wendy in the world. Reach out, get some advice, and just do your due diligence and take that advice and make things happen. It doesn't happen by accident, guys. Right? Wendy, what advice would you give someone, a 20-year-old version of yourself who wanted to follow in your footsteps? What would you tell her?
Oh my goodness. I would say get your mind right first instead of spending 30 years trying to figure that out. Get your mind right and remember every day is going to be a great day. And did you know that if you wake up and you say today's going to be a great day, you're actually telling your mind what kind of day you're going to have?
That's it.
So I do that every day. Today's going to be a great day. I expect miracles today. Something awesome is going to happen today. And I have wonderful people like you come into my life.
Yeah. My girl, she's such a delight. I miss her. She's away back in the Philippines. And every day she's always talking about the new buzzword, I think, in the industry about manifesting, you know. And she gets home every day with a smile, you know. Guys, a smile costs you nothing, guys. Give a smile, you'll get a smile, right? Simple as that, you know.
Absolutely.
A smile costs you nothing, right? And you can brighten up so many people's lives with a kind word or a smile, you know. Costs you nothing. Wendy, looking ahead, what are your goals and aspirations for the future?
Yes, absolutely. And all those things are free.
Yeah, that's it.
Pardon me?
You're taking. What are your goals and
say that again?
Goals and aspirations for the future? What are you hoping to do in the future?
Oh my goodness. To help as many people as I can. And that may sound corny, but let me tell you, I believe that disease simply means to be not at ease in your body, right? So I think stress causes nearly every disease we face these days. So if I can get people calm and relaxed and confident about their financial futures, imagine how they're going to show up in the world, how they're going to show up in their families, on their jobs, all of that. So I really want to impact the world for good, and I can do that one life at a time, one future at a time, and that's what I'm going to do until I'm not on this planet anymore. That's all that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's an awesome mission. And I say to people, Wendy, I never had the jab. I thought the jab was total bullshit. I thought my common sense logic, I said, this, whatever it was going around the world, it's like the Spanish flu many years ago. Some people will die if you smoke, you drink too much, you've got a bad immune system, you may well die. Or you get out there, you drink plenty of water, have chicken and vegetable soup, and get out and have some sunshine and a bit of exercise, you'll be okay. That's my medicine. It won't fix a broken bone. I tell you guys, it'll fix most things. Water, chicken soup, sunshine, and exercise. They're my medicines. At 77, I'm going pretty well, right? They've done me well. So that's my mantra for you guys. Wendy, how can our listeners and people watching this awesome podcast reach out and find out more about your fantastic services and how you can help them? What's the best way?
Well, it's right above my head. They can go to thefinanciallion.com/schedule, get on my calendar.
Lovely.
I offer a complimentary financial strategy session, or if you just want to do like a 30-minute intro call and say, well, who are you? And let's just see how you are one-on-one. I promise you the way I am today is the way I am every day. I'm not moody. I'm fun. There was a study done some years ago that said people would rather have a root canal than reach out to a financial professional. So trust and believe it's going to be so much better than a root canal. Someone told me I should brand myself as the fun financial lion. So, yeah.
You're awesome. Before we wrap it up, tell us just one of many. Tell me another one. Tell me another fun fact about Wendy Lyon that people don't know.
I bungee jumped out of a hot air balloon, which was really amazing because I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah, pretty good.
But yeah, a friend of mine had bought the jump. And he had a bad back and he thought, why did I buy this? Do you want my jump? So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So I did.
Yeah. So guys,
it was pretty awesome. Although the humor was very morbid. You know, as you're riding up in the hot air balloon, people are like, so who gets your car? You know, what's your phone number so I can tell your family you're no longer here? You know, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But it was really, really fun. It was very fun.
Before you go, just
and I did the motorcycle ride for.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I was just saying that as you were going up on the hot air balloon, I was saying, just sign these documents before you go, Wendy. You know, and once.
Oh yeah, you sign your life away. Trust and believe.
Yeah, and you notice one's an insurance policy. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, awesome. You've been an awesome guest, Wendy. Thanks for being on the show today. And guys, if you want your 15 minutes of fame, just like Wendy, think about it, guys. A TV commercial is going to set you back in your country about $30,000, and they'll probably go and crack a beer, go to the toilet, or make a hot dog while the commercial's on. 10 radio spots in your city going to set you back between $3,000 and $5,000, and they invariably play them at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning when no one's bloody listening. But you can come on 15 minutes of fame. We'll put you all across all the social media channels: Snapchat, Quora, Reddit, then LinkedIn, of course, Facebook, our big Facebook group, and YouTube with all your social media links, potentially putting you in front of thousands of prospects. So guys, there's your invitation. Just like Wendy, come on 15 minutes of fame and we'll make you more famous than what you already are. Wendy, you've been an awesome guest today. I'd like to thank you for being on the show. It's been fantastic and a lot of fun.
Well, thanks so much for having me, Jeff. It's been awesome to spend this time with you as well. And, you know, everyone, get on 15 Minutes of Fame because this man has stories, okay? He's got lots of stories
that
he can share with you before the show goes on.
Yeah, that's the one.